If you look at the further side of the field, we have our under 13s there. On Sundays, I also have a few boys that are under 10. And then we have the under 13s, we have the under 15s, and then obviously we go up under 17, under 19. So if we want to be on the footballing map, this is where you have to start. So these boys, if they keep, this is now the development phase, if they keep doing what we are doing now, in 5 years' time they will be fully molded, and then they will grow older, they will get bigger, and then they can go into the national team. Even if we want to reach the World Cup, let's say 2030, we have to start with these boys. That's where you have to start. I wanted to bring about a change in society, in our communities, where boys can come and not only learn about football, because sport is good in terms of teaching you discipline. But not only that, we are also doing character building. So I wanted to, there are some things that we don't learn at school. You don't learn manners at school, you don't learn how to have a good behavior. You learn subjects at school. So I realized there's a niche where we can just talk to the boys, sit down with them and tell them what is good behavior. What are the good things that you need to do in life to achieve a certain goal. I always tell them, if you do the right thing at the right time, all the time, you will end up at the right place with the right result. I'm a football fanatic. I write my own articles, I read, I watch, I play. So we are actually busy to establish an old boys team here, also with Fortis. So the one thing that I'm looking at is to set a good example. So set a good example in terms of my lifestyle, including the health aspect. So the boys know when I come, I train with them, I play with them. So if I could do anything on the field, that means they are also able to do that. First things first is you have to have a place where you can do the activities. The bread and butter, as I call it, is to have a field and have the boys practice. So we also do character building, we do community outreaches. So those things are on top of what we do on a daily basis. So this is the bread and butter, just to have the boys here and train with them. So to get a field, we were really lucky to have Eros Primary School, the hostel field, as our field that we use. The school has been very forthcoming, also the hostel, in terms of accommodating us. So that's the main one, is to have the field. Then these boys, most of the boys are from Havana, they come from Okuriangava and so on, they are from far. So finances are also issued, taxi money, and just to get here, registration fees. And then of course to have your equipment, your balls, your cones, your bibs. And then of course who will look after the boys, because I have a full-time job. So I've got coaches, I've got 6 coaches that take care of the boys. And hopefully we can also take care of them. Yeah. You only have a certain amount of time per day, in a week, in a month. So what I did was I informed like my close family, like my wife, my kids, they know about the academy, and it's my passion, it's my life project. Most of the activities are weekends, so it's not that I have to take off at work or anything to do some of the football activities. So it's a compromise. The times I am free, I have to spend with the family, let's say over the weekends. And of course, the other times I ask them, I tell them, let Daddy just do this or do that, and then I'll be back home. You have to look at the benchmarks, which is your DTSs, SKW, Ramblers. So they are where we want to be. So what we have done this year is we try to do things differently. We are going to have a parents coaches committee. We are going to meet regularly. We'll have about 2 projects for fundraisers, and then basically we have meetings with the parents, we have WhatsApp groups. So at every given opportunity we have a brochure, we explain to them what we are doing, and we would like to think that we are different in that I don't know what they pay at other academies, but we are by far the cheapest, $100 per month. That's all we charge. And that's just basically for the maintenance of the field and to pay the coaches. The picture is quite bleak because we don't have formal football. There's no leagues currently running, no first division, second division, no Premier League. And once one stops, because the second division feeds the first division feeds the Premier League. And with the current impasse that we have between the Premier League and the NFA, things are at a halt. But luckily we have the Hopsol Youth Soccer League, in which these boys will be participating. We have, last year I think they had about over 1,800 youth that were playing in Windhoek. And the football goes on. So while you are sad for the fact that the football in general is not moving, we still do have our development. So there is some life. We just hope that people can just come to a compromise, just some kind of agreement. You know, even if you have to disagree, just say we disagree, but we agree on that. Yeah, I don't see the same thing, but for the sake of the greater good, everybody is suffering. Even the players that have their income from the football. So we hope we can come to some kind of resolution soon. In 2020, we were basically dormant for 6 months. Once everything started in March, we had that first lockdown from March to April, that 3 weeks, and it was extended to 5 weeks. And we have just started in February. So we had one match, I think, Hopsol match, and we had to stop. So 6 months we couldn't do anything. But every time when the president made an announcement, we would wait eagerly to hear positive news. You see, the thing is, football, what the boys are doing here, just like school, is important. You cannot shut it down. Yeah, the kids got fat, they got demotivated, staying at home all the time, and that's what you don't want. So we managed from October to December, we managed to play. Those 2 months we actually played league. We had a tournament for the under-19s, and we could end off the year on a high by having a year-end function. And then this year we decided to start early. I told them let's start. We already started the 16th of January. I said no matter what happens, we pray to God everything will be fine. Let's start. Hope and now you can see everything is yeah. COVID is not becoming a thing of the past. We are living with it, but it's not having it stifled us. So now at least we are moving it on the field here. These boys are running, they are healthy. Yeah, it's hard to spread viruses when there's open air. Yeah, so we do sanitize the hands. We take attendance register if anything happens. Any person can do anything, even if you just want to clean the field, even if you just want to encourage someone. Anybody can make a difference. Like I said, I actually started on Sundays just to run around at the field, and then I thought to myself, why not make it more formal? Why not get more people involved and start this project? So anybody can start it. For the boys, they cannot start it, but they can join. So what they need to do is they need to be disciplined. They need to listen to the coaches. Yeah, they must just do what is asked of them. Yeah, and then the rest is there, the enjoyment, the joy of playing football. You know, everybody is not as fortunate. Health is not for everybody. So if you can run, if you can kick, yeah, you are more fortunate than most.